Hi, everyone. Today I'm with Trish Mangold. She is a holistic health practitioner, and she also use aromatherapy. And we're gonna talk about daily ritual to bring fresh blood flow to the reproductive function and reproductive organs. Welcome to my show, Fertility Empowerment Show, and thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate this opportunity.
Yes. All right. I know having the ritual help a lot of women to get pregnant, because the problem is one day you feel great, one day you're not, and I know you have to be consistent. If you want to do something and follow a procedure, it's better you follow a daily ritual. All right, talk about yourself and how did you end up helping others for fertility issues?
Oh, great question. So basically, I started on my own fertility journey. So I struggled with trying to conceive naturally, and eventually found myself down the path of seeking IVF and assisted fertility. And I went through 2 different clinics, and after having no success with my first clinic, I knew something wasn't resonating quite right when the doctor was kind of telling me that, there was beyond a supplement and taking CoQ10, there was really nothing you could do to change your favorable outcome during the process, which didn't quite sit with me, but I ended up going down the path with him. And of course, we didn't have success. And about a year later, after doing much research, I also ended up doing a whole career change. At the time, I was in commercial real estate and medical office, and I switched entirely into this field of holistic health, and becoming my own best advocate, and trying to understand the best ways to support my fertility journey and positive outcomes in optimizing egg health, egg quality, as well as sperm quality as well. Then I found myself helping other people in this during their struggle with trying to conceive. And now I have a practice, and I have a routine that has helped many families grow their family. So it's very empowering and rewarding.
Great. Yes, I know a lot of people struggle with IVF because not everybody can conceive naturally. And it's not, to my experience, if you have a good quality egg and you don't have any problem with your reproductive function, yes, you can have your baby naturally. But sometimes you have some issues like blocked tubes or other infertility that really needs a special care and IVF. How can we improve our IVF success through
Yes.
daily ritual?
Yeah. Well, we all know that it can be a very emotional roller coaster, and thank goodness for modern science and our doctors that support us. But no 2 cycles are the same, and if we can do things to support our healthy digestion and increase nutrient absorption and calm our nervous system during what can be a very stressful time, these are very helpful, practical tools. So basically, I created a ritual for myself that started with self-abdominal massage to bring fresh blood flow to the reproductive region, and also a 3-day nourishing whole food reset, which would optimize my gut microbiome. There's a lot of talk about that these days. I think some of us are aware of, most of us, like 90% of us, have some sort of gut imbalances, and that affects our ability to absorb the nutrients that we're taking. And we might be doing, eating all the fertility superfoods we can think of, and trying all the great supplements that are out on the market and available to us. But if our gut health is out of balance, then we aren't properly absorbing what we're eating. So I think it's important to take time to nurture a balanced gut gut health so that you can optimize your nutrient uptake. So I created a 3-day gut health reset that's plant-based, and it lowers inflammation. It's alkalizing, very nutrient dense, and it nourishes your mind and body at the cellular level.
The first thing I always recommend to my clients is the same. Have the self-care, as you said,
Mm-hmm.
and then have alkaline diet,
Mm-hmm.
nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
because your fertility um, needs, because if you have acidic body, then the fertility is not successful. You need to have more alkaline body, and you need to have a better diet for alkaline.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, gut is so important to be healthy, because some people think that if they take the nutritional supplement, because most of them take those vitamins which is already in manufacture, and then they said that's enough, but it's not, because your body needs natural nutrition, especially organic, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And I also use particular spices as well that help lower inflammation and support nutrient uptake, and also help with bloating and sort of PMS symptoms. I think hydration is another focus that not everybody, we all know that we need to drink a lot of, quality filtered water, but how to hydrate is also important, and how much. So it depends on if you live in a tropical climate where you're sweating a lot, or if you do a lot of yoga, maybe you go to the sauna, but so you need to replenish your electrolytes. And I think I often put my clients on a 3-day, I'm sorry, it's a 3-ingredient tea. It comes from Ayurvedic medicine, and it increases your ability to absorb more nutrients. It also addresses a lot of digestive upset, like with cramping and bloating. It helps regularity, and it helps ease PMS symptoms, which is quite excellent too, I think, to help kind of naturally support hormonal balance as well.
Yes. Okay, tell me more about this. Like, what kind of natural nutrients they can use to have more alkaline
Mhm.
body and environment?
Okay. Some grains like quinoa is excellent. It's a complete protein. It's actually a seed, not a grain. And so a lot of people that don't tolerate grains really well, it's a great alternative. Also, alkalizing mung beans are excellent for gut health regularity. Like you said, very alkalizing, and they support bone health. And so when you can nurture your mind and body at the cellular level with whole foods like that, as well as different spices to keep inflammation down, like turmeric, and also if you experience like digestive upset after eating, other things like fennel seed and coriander and cumin are excellent for helping with some digestive upset or heartburn issues and stuff like that.
That's the interesting point. I had a client, and she said, I'm using turmeric. She added turmeric to all food, everything she make, and even inside her warm tea.
Yeah.
I never done this for myself, but I don't know. She got a very great result. I think that depends the body. Everybody is good with something, and not everyone is the same. But
Yeah.
there are some general recommendation that we can make, like having ginger, as you said, or having more alkaline food, like some fruits. Watermelon is good. Pomegranate, right?
Yes.
These kind of fruits you can have, but there is a point here, because these fruits are cold, right? In nature, they are cold in nature. Is good to have some warm food beside, like walnut or date brings
Absolutely.
yeah
Mhm.
inflammation, but still walnut is good. We have Persian fruit, It's very delicious. We add pomegranate inside the curry. It's kind of curry, and then we add the walnut.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, it's very delicious food. But the before I didn't know when they add walnut because pomegranate is it's cold in nature. That's why.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I add cinnamon to my a lot of things too because that's very warming. It's a good point that you make to keep things warm in the womb area with food. So I definitely recommend sipping hot teas throughout the day, or at least room temperature, avoiding anything with ice in it or cold foods like ice cream. You want to keep that digestive fire warm and that womb warm and inviting for conception. Absolutely.
Okay, except nutrient. What else do you recommend as a daily routine? Let's say
Okay.
we we're gonna define a routine for one day. Let's say you
Okay.
get up and what do you eat and what to do during the day.
Okay. Absolutely. So, as far as a self care routine, I'm a big fan of self care. I think things that you could do to calm your nervous system, to have tools in your back pocket to be able to go into a state of calm that just takes a few moments, whether it's a few deep breaths, that having diaphragmatic breathing also massages that abdominal region where your reproductive organs are, bringing fresh blood flow to that area. Um, I am a huge fan. You've probably heard of, some people might be familiar with the Mayan fertility massage. And you could Google that. There's plenty of videos to get some valuable information there. But I also use something called, I have a blend of essential oils called Gut Ritual, and it has ginger oil in it. It also has magnesium in it, which is, most of us are deficient in magnesium, but it's also a natural pain reliever. And your skin transdermally with magnesium is an excellent way to get it. So basically, I start at my navel and I use my roller ball to my gut ritual roller. It's a roll-on blend of aromatherapy. And I start at the navel, and in a clockwise direction, I apply the oil as I spiral out towards my hip bones. And then I use gua sha massage technique, which is a technique that comes from Chinese medicine, and it stimulates the lymphatic system, circulation, and it's very important in our gut. A lot of our lymph lives takes up house in our gut, and also it's big role in our immunity as well. And so when you massage that area of, you use the stone to increase product absorption of the oils into your abdominal reproductive region. And you might feel tension in some spots, and then you can pause there, and I like to use like my 3 fingers and kind of put a little bit of pressure as I inhale, and I feel my belly rise into my fingertips, and then hold it for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly. And this has many benefits. It calms your nervous system. You can literally feel the tension dissipate almost immediately. And it just gives you a soft, supple environment for your womb area to invite life and a warm, welcoming environment for a growing baby. So definitely abdominal fertility massage is super powerful, and that's something that I like to do AM and PM. And the added benefits are that it encourages regularity, it helps with bloating, and the blend of essential oils is definitely great for supporting healthy digestion as well. And then deep belly breathing as well, just throughout the day if I happen to feel stressed or overwhelmed, or if you get caught up in your head, as you tend to be, you can, with the stressful of going through assisted fertility or even trying to conceive naturally. Using your breath is also a very powerful way to calm the nervous system, to help put your body into a state of rest, relax, and repair, and then invite an inviting environment for a baby.
Beautiful. Yes, I believe in it. I never thought about massage that deeply. It's beautiful. And what do you recommend as breakfast?
Oh, breakfast. Well, I like to stay. The first thing I do in the morning, actually, after I get out of bed, after I finish my abdominal massage, I scrape my tongue first. So overnight, we accumulate some toxins that our body is processing as we're sleeping. And instead of drinking water or having that first meal, I always scrape my tongue. So it's a very gentle process. Very inexpensive. You can find a tongue scraper that's either made out of stainless steel or copper. And you just start at the back of your tongue and you gently scrape forward towards the tip of your tongue. And you do it over the sink, probably 6 or 7 passes, rinse it off in between underneath the tap. And that's another way to limit and minimize the toxic load on our body. And then I like to have a warm cup of tea or even warm water with fresh lemon inside, with a squeeze of fresh lemon, even a pinch of maybe Celtic sea salt. That helps replenish the minerals in our body. I think that's a great way to start and help support the liver detox. So I do that in the morning. And then when I'm ready for breakfast, sometimes I'll do some stretching in the morning. Again, I might like to do some pelvic rolls, or usually I have a little healthy elimination in the morning before I eat, after I have my warm water or warm tea. And then I love quinoa. So quinoa breakfast bowls or oatmeal breakfast bowls. And I like to add some maybe frozen cherries are excellent source of vitamin C and antioxidants. Also wild blueberries. We all know blueberries are tasty little treats, but wild blueberries, they're often found in the frozen section at the grocery store, and they are really powerful antioxidants and even help cleanse heavy metals out of our brain. So there's another extra little benefit of the wild blueberry. And I love to add those to warm breakfast bowls. I used to be a fan of smoothies, and smoothies are an excellent way to get a lot of superfoods first thing in the morning and just feel like you've really got a great start to the day. But again, I just be mindful of adding too many cold drinks because, again, it puts out your digestive fire, and you want to keep that region warm and inviting and keep the blood flow flowing in that area of your reproductive area and your digestive system. So I still make my smoothies occasionally, but I'll add it on top of my oatmeal bowls or my quinoa bowls, because I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm warming it up with a nourishing, hearty breakfast that keeps me going. And then I'm also getting all my superfoods. So I also love, if you're familiar with Gut Connect 365, that's another, Dr. Lundry, I think it is. It's one of my favorite supplements because it has some herbs and prebiotics that help support gut integrity. So like I said earlier, 90% of us are walking around with some form of gut imbalance or leaky gut, which causes inflammation, and our food, again, isn't able to digest 100% properly, so that we're just if we're not taking care of our gut, we're really flushing down our supplements and we're passing stuff through without digesting it properly. So I think a foundation of good gut health is a 3-day whole food reset, and then using maintenance to support a healthy digestive system so that we are able to, absorb, maximize the food the benefits of the food and supplements that we're taking.
Yes,
Sorry.
gut is the first thing that we need to take care of, because we take nutrition. If we don't have a good gut, then we cannot take this nutrition the way, give the maximum energy.
Yes.
All right, we have like a few second break, and we come back. Please subscribe to Panta Calhoun Transition channel and order my book Naturally Conceived through Amazon. Thank you for watching. Okay, we are back. You actually gave us great information about this daily routine. And you said something interesting. You said you have to maintain this daily routine. I talked to so many doctors and so many practitioners, and they believe in having lifestyle. Like,
Yes.
as soon as you do the detox, yes, that's a great idea, having detox and get rid of toxin, or having the 3 days reset. But if you don't maintain it, then you will lose it again. So,
Yes.
how do you maintain this 3 days reset?
Yeah, exactly. It's a great question. So, we most of us might have heard it takes 21 days to create a healthy habit, and I believe all of this is part of a healthy lifestyle. And there are daily rituals that you will fall in love with because of how good it actually makes you feel. So you're not only doing this to optimize your fertility health, but it's something you're going to want to incorporate for the rest of your life because it boosts your energy naturally. It helps improve your mental health, your focus, your ability to just your zest for life and your overall vitality. So these are things that these are just going to be fundamental. Just as much as you get up in the morning and brush your teeth, you're going to want to do these things because of just how good it makes you feel. So how do you do that, right? So a 3-day gut health reset. This all sounds like a great idea, but what do you do? Well, I absolutely recommend at least a 3-day gut health reset seasonally. So what I do with my clients is I customize it to the seasons. So I make it practical and something that you're going to want to do. So we find seasonal vegetables that you're going to actually do, because it's no good recommending something that you're never going to want to do again. So at least seasonally, depending on where you are in your health state, I recommend it monthly for at least 3 months. So 3 days out of your life to enjoy a delicious whole food reset, which is a 1-pot meal. You cook it once, and it's in your kitchen. You have 9 meals that you make one time, and then you have 3 meals for the next 3 days. And then the abdominal massage becomes a daily routine. So I also have a 21-day protocol that I'm putting together that helps create these healthy habits so that they stick with you for a lifetime. So it's all about repetition and being consistent. And of course, you're going to love them because it tastes delicious. It makes you feel good. So you're going to want to keep it as part of your daily routine.
Exactly. You know what? I Before pregnancy, first I didn't have any daily routine. Then, as soon as I started detox after 12 days, then I started keeping the all ingredients that I used to have for the detox, and then my life changed. I changed my breakfast, lunch, everything. So it's like it's total life changer when you do the
Mm-hmm.
detox, because you feel lighter and you feel healthier, and you said, "Why I don't continue this? I should
Right,
be healthy anyway." Yes. So I know you have a Facebook group here. Tell me about this group, how people can join, and what do you do inside this group?
Yeah, so it's called Balance, Optimize, Thrive. And the idea, I do have a free challenge that I would love to invite everybody to. It's a 5-day hydration challenge. So I introduce you to three different, or actually 4 different ways of hydrating and how to properly hydrate. So we talk about the temperature of the foods that you're drinking when you're hydrating. Most of us are hydrating at mealtime, which can work against our bodies. So we go into details about the optimal time to hydrate and what to hydrate with. And the basically it's a group that I invite everybody to, and it does have an ongoing membership. If people come and do work with me, I give a free 30-day membership, and if you decide to continue, your monthly membership just covers your basic supplement. So it's a gut health reset, or I'm sorry, it's the Gut Connect powder. So it's a daily scoop in your smoothie or your water in the morning that has the prebiotics and the enzymes to support a healthy GI system. So that's how important it is to me that everyone should be taking care of their gut, and that I just want them to be consistent with taking something that's going to support that for them. And then in this Facebook group, I go over daily challenges to keep people accountable. You can connect with other people in the group to make sure to be inspired and to share your progress and your wins and your milestones as you move the needle towards your health goals, and celebrate each other, and encourage each other, and find support when needed, and give support. So I think it's really important to create a sense of community of with people that are going through similar health challenges, or just simply want to take their health to the next level, and they can learn from each other, and have a sense of community to connect, to make a connection as well.
Exactly, because then you don't feel alone.
That's
That's
right.
what I did. Even for my own fertility journey, I saw a lot of women over 40 of age have the same struggle, but they got pregnant, and they actually send lots of great picture of their baby, and it's, oh, that's gonna happen to me as well. So it's very promising, and it's so positive if you can find such a community and to join it. And another thing I want to add about your IVF challenge, it's a great thing to know that even if you cannot have your baby inside your womb, there are still a lot of ways you can do it with IVF. And the most important thing is having the great quality egg that Trish already talked about it, how you can work on it. And so don't worry, even if you cannot do it on your own, there are a lot of other ways.
Absolutely. And also it takes sperm too. I know there's always a lot of talk on egg quality, and absolutely this is 50% of the equation, right? So we also have to keep in mind we need to optimize our swimmers too. So and I recommend certain things that definitely help with sperm health. You mentioned earlier, walnuts are excellent for that. Brazil nuts are excellent for that. And so we have to remember that there's two sides to the equation, and supporting both is ideal, obviously.
No, I always tell my clients, do something together. As you are creating a baby together, you need to do some workout together, or doing some relaxing time together, or even the ritual can be for both.
Yes, absolutely.
Because as you said, it's not only the burden of the woman, but they are both creators.
Yes, that's
So,
right.
what else do you recommend for male fertility as well?
There's some great supplements out there. Maybe maca root is something that maybe many of us have heard about. There's red maca root. There's yellow as well as black. I believe it's the black maca root that's the best for sperm quality. And my husband definitely went through his journey with that too. So just as it takes 3 months for the egg to mature, the follicle, to be ready for fertilization, it also takes like 70 to 80 days for the sperm. Even though sperm are being made every day, it also takes them some time to come to maturity. So it's important for men to do daily rituals to support their fertility health as well. Temperature is another thing that people talk about with the type of clothes that men might, they can opt for more loose fitting clothes in that region to give space and bring temperatures down, so it's not things aren't cooking too much in there that region. But yes, for the 3-day whole food reset would be excellent for the men as well. Basically, it also gives you the nutrients that your body needs and to support healthy hormonal balance. So this is very important for creating healthy sperm as well as creating healthy eggs as well.
Yeah, I love our interview and our talk because you actually refer to very specific topics that my clients always talk about it. I always tell them, take care of the heat of your womb.
Yeah. Yes.
That's very important because a lot of them have a cold uterus.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very common issue, and they are not aware of. Lots of women have this problem. They go to medical doctors, they can't find anything, but
Yep.
this cold uterus, as traditional Chinese medicine, they can recognize it. If you
Yeah.
have cold feet and hands, that must be a sign of it, and you have to
Yes,
take care of it. So
absolutely.
as you said, if you feel very hot, so you don't need to have so many clothes to keep it warm and cooking something inside. You're not going to cook it. You
Yeah.
need to create it something warm enough to have the baby inside.
Yes, and that's why ginger oil is one of the active ingredients in the gut ritual roll-on. It does create heat and brings fresh blood flow, keeps blood circulating in that area. Ginger tea is excellent too. It's
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory, as you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Have you used the Rehmania?
I'm sorry.
Rehmania? Have you used Rehmania? Have you heard about it?
I don't know that I'm familiar with that.
Okay, this is another plant that many people use.
Oh,
Yeah, that decrease inflammation. I thought maybe you use it for your clients.
oh. There's also there's another herb, but it's great for women's fertility as well. It's called the shafari. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's an Ayurvedic herb. I think the nickname is a herb of 1,000 husbands or something because it makes a woman very
Never
fertile.
heard of it. There are lots of them, but I only recommend those herbs that are used as well, and because when I don't know something, I never recommend to
Yes.
it.
Yeah, these herbs are actually the ones I recommend are adaptogens. So they're really safe as far as there's not a concern with a lot like drug interactions or anything like that.
Yeah,
Another
beautiful.
thing that I use, it's a little bit off topic, but since we're going there, is frequency therapy. So I use targeted frequencies to support cellular function. And there's a medical device that even has specific frequencies for potency for males and for fertility support for women, which is excellent. So I've been seeing a lot of positive results with my clients with that as well.
Wow, beautiful. You see, there are
Yeah,
lots of solutions, but you
yeah,
have to go and discover it yourself.
that's
Medication
right.
is not the only way. And as me and Trish, both of us agree on 120 days to get the eggs mature and 78 days for the sperm, because you shouldn't hurry to go to IVF if
Yes,
not, if you don't create a good quality egg or good quality sperm, there is no way IVF can help you.
that's
Your
right.
body should be ready enough to to go through this procedure, even natural pregnancy, whatever. So it takes some time, and you both as creators should work together, have daily rituals, enjoy it together, so this fertility journey shouldn't be a burden for both of you. It can be joyful, and you can get a good result, as um, a lot of warriors here that are always bring them talk to you that IVF, they get the result from IVF with great rituals. You can get them too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Trish, for being here and giving us so much great information.
It's a
Um,
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
yes, thank you so much. Yes.
Great.